Hello students, welcome to Detailed Chronicles by ABHIRAM IAS Academy. So today, let's learn a detailed topic, that is NITI Aayog has been released Enhancing Competitiveness of MSMEs in India report. Now, let's talk about this report and what it is telling. Let's see. So, today we're talking about the Enhancing Competitiveness of MSMEs in India. Now, who has released it? It has been released by the NITI Aayog. Now, what does this MSME sector means? So basically, MSME is nothing but micro, small, medium entrepreneurs. Now, to classify the industry as micro, the investment should be 5 crores and the turnover should be 10 crores. And to classify it as a small, the investment should be 10 crores, 50 crores, and the turnover should be 100 crores. Now, to classify it as a medium sector enterprises, the investment should be like 250 crores, and the turnover should be 500 crores. Now, if you observe this, the ratio will be 1:2, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, every time the ratio is equal, that is 1:2 ratio. So, to classify it as micro, it has to be, the investment should be 5 crores and the turnover should be 10 crores. And to classify it as small, the investment should be like 50 crores and the turnover should be 100 crores. And to classify it as medium, the investment should be 250 crores and the turnover should be 100 crores. Now, why this sector is very important? Because it is generating employment. It is creating employment and it is the backbone for the rural employment also. For rural employment. And the most important thing here it is creating self-employment. Clear? It is giving the self-employment and it is contributing to the Indian GDP. Clear? That is the role of our MSME sectors. So now NITI Aayog has released the report on enhancing the competitiveness of MSMEs in India. Remember. What is this report all about? See, it is a blueprint for enhancing the MSME sector. Now, let's see the details. So, it is prepared with the Institute for Competitiveness. It is also prepared with the NITI Aayog has been collaborated with the Institute for Competitiveness and further it is released by the NITI Aayog. Now, what is all the report about? As I told, it is the blueprint for unlocking the immense potential of the Indian MSMEs through systematic reforms in 4 sectors. In 4 ways. First is the financing and other is the skilling and next is the innovation and fourth is the market access. In these 4 things, the report is giving the detailing structure to enhance the MSMEs. First, so to provide the blueprint for enhancing the productivity and global competitiveness of Indian MSMEs through systematic reforms, and that reforms will be given in 4 sectors. Subsectors we can consider. One is financing, other thing is skilling, and other thing is innovation, and fourth thing is market access. Remember this. Now, further, see, the report emphasizes 4 important MSME sectors. First is your textiles, next is the chemical products, and third is the automobile industries, and fourth is the food processing industries. So 4 key sectors. Remember, first is your textiles industry and other thing is automobiles industry, next is chemical products industry and fourth is your food processing industry. Now let's see what are the key objectives of this report basically. So the key findings or key objectives of this report are access to the credit. Like what? So it is telling that credit access have been improved from the year 2020 to 2024, and further it is telling that in micro and small entrepreneurs it has been increased to 14% to 20%, but coming to the medium sector entrepreneurs from 4% to 9%. Okay, simply you can remember the trend. The trend here is increase of credit access in all the sectors. Basically in micro and small it has been increased from 14% to 20%, and in medium sector it has been increased from 4% to 9%. Clear? But now it is also telling that still a larger credit gap is there between these all entrepreneurs, and also only 19% of the credit demand met formally in financial year 2021, and further estimation of 80 lakh crores is unmet. Clear? So basically, though it is increasing, the credit access also has been increased, but there is a credit gap between the sectors or between the entrepreneurs, he is telling. He means the report is telling. And further, if you can see CGT MSE, that is the Credit Guarantee Fund Trust of the MSMEs, and that has been expanded, but it has to be improved a lot, but needs the revamp and targeted support. Clear? That is one of the key finding. And the next key finding is with respect to the skilling and innovation gap. As we saw in 4 sectors, it is giving, one is skilling, one is innovation sector, and other is, one minute, this picture. Clear? So it is giving in 4, and the key findings are also in these 4. First is financing, other is skilling and innovation, and other is the market access. Clear? So first it has been given in funding, and next in the skilling and innovation, so it is telling there is a gap in the skilling. So majority of MSc workers lack the formal vocational or technical training, and also low investment in research and development. And no one is bothered about MSME sectors now. So the research and development is very slow, in particular with the MSME sector. Quality improvement should be done, and also more innovation or skilling should be done. Skilling techniques should be given training. And further, what are the barriers to technology? First, majorly in rural areas, they don't have enough infrastructure, right? So barrier is in the infrastructure development. And further, poor internet and electricity access, and also high implementation of the cost. Done. So in rural areas, basically you can see lack of poor internet and also electricity. So this is with regarding to the skills and innovation gap. And next key finding is policy and awareness gap. See, you can't expect in rural areas they should know all the policies related to a sector, right? So policy and awareness gap. If we see this national and statewide schemes exist in the particular sector, but there is low awareness among the people, and further there is weak implementation also. Clear? Lack of awareness and weak implementation. Now, what is the need? Need is like improve internet first of all, internet connectivity, and also data integration, and also monitoring the framework. First, the first thing majorly you have to bring is the awareness, right? Awareness. What are the schemes available with respect to the sector, that is the MSME sector. You have to make aware to the public. Clear? Now, stakeholder engagement in policy design also. These are the key findings. Let's see what is the way forward, or what are the recommendations given by the report. So the report has recommended that revamp the CGT MSE to close the credit gaps, that is the credit guarantee trust fund for the MSMEs. So it is telling give more fund or more credit to the MSME sector, and also create scalable inclusive finance models, and also institutional collaboration for the financing the innovations. Clear? This is with respect to the financing sector. And coming to the technology and innovation sector, the report is telling that promote the digital training. Clear? Online training, and also innovation hubs and research and development investment. And further, it is telling to strengthen the cluster-based policy, and also it is telling enable the modernization through access to the quality infrastructure. So basically, technology and innovation is nothing but to make the better infrastructure available to the people, and also give the digital training access to the people. Now, coming to the skill development, what we have to do? We have to train them. That's it. So, align the vocational training with the industry needs, and also promote the partnership. And basically, it's better to bring the public-private partnership. And next is market accessness by giving support to the e-commerce integration, and also digital marketing training, Everywhere you can see training is must and awareness is must to improve the infrastructure, or whatever the infrastructure is available, you have to give training on it, right? And also logistics and branding support should be given to the entrepreneurs, and also direct market linkages in high potential regions, example, northeast part of India. So these are the recommendations given sector wise with respect to the report. Who has released this report? NITI Aayog has released the report on what? It has given report on the MSME sectors, that is enhancing more competitiveness in the MSME sector. And this report is a blueprint. For what? With regards to the 4 areas, that is skill development, innovation, market access, and also for the financing towards the MSME sector. Clear? So this report has given some recommendations, but before giving some recommendations, it has been gone detailed and it has given the gaps, where are the gaps are there, and why not the MSME sector is still improving, and why it is not creating more jobs for the rural employment, and also why it is not contributing more amount to the Indian GDP. That's it. That's all about the report. Thank you.